You can't grow old with a beautiful idea, Russ.
If you're hearing our voices, that means it's time for It's This Meets That, the podcast where we watch terrible movies so you don't have to, but maybe you should. I'm Russ.
I'm Jared.
This episode, we're kicking off a new movie, so that means it's trailer trash time. I just want to let's get right to it, but not totally to it. But Jared, what are we getting into?
Yeah, it sounds like this one's going to be speaking to you.
Oh my God.
I added that little Russ bit, but
yeah, that wasn't actually in the movie, just so everyone knows.
applicable to your life. It's called The Perfect Man.
Thanks, man.
AKA Russ.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, this episode is a sneaky advertisement for Russ. If you're out there and you're lonely,
Yeah, you find him on a dating app, swipe right.
yeah, came out in 2005, so pretty exciting. Good year.
Yeah, great year. Well, I noted that because there is another movie called The Perfect Man. It came out in like 2011. So, but
Oh, perfect. I noted it because I think Afghanistan was like full swing right then. Like, for all you war on terror babies out there that are listening to the show.
all right, yeah, I got you covered, I guess.
Yeah, it's 20 years since 9/11, huh, buddy?
Okay, we're not even.
Oh, yeah, almost. Sorry. Okay. Anyway, so the description of this movie: a lonely mother begins receiving romantic emails from a secret admirer, unaware that this perfect man is really a creation of her daughter, who's trying to cheer her up. Which terrifying.
That sounds terrifying. That sounds maybe worse than it is.
It sounds super creepy, is what it sounds like.
All right, I thought so. Okay, just want to make sure I wasn't the only one in the room that thought that.
No, exactly as bad as it sounds.
All right, so before we go into breaking down the trailer, do we get any fan service? Do we have fan service? We've been lacking lately.
Believe it or not, we did. No, we had a couple in a row now because we had, contest.
Oh, that's right.
tips
That's right. Yeah. Yep.
last time, and this time we've got an episode request from longtime listener.
Yeah.
Longtime listener, couple time emailer, Sam.
Yeah. Many time, I think, carton drinker.
Yes, multi carton drinker,
multi-time carton drinker, straight from the carton drinker. Yeah. So we're gonna take this request with a grain of salt.
Yeah, this one, I love you, Sam. I'm gonna pick on you. I think Sam's a semi-professional troll, and I think this is expert trolling, but
okay, all right.
It's so good at trolling that it's like it grates on my nerves, the punctuation and grammar and whatnot.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll just read it word for word.
Okay.
Episode request, subject line. I saw a movie called The Godfather that would be perfect for the show.
Oh, son of a bitch.
It's so bad Chris Pratt wa'n't even in it. No punctuation on the last one there. But great call. Yeah.
Is that it? That's it?
That's it. That's the whole email. Yeah, thank you, Sam.
Master troll. Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Chris Pratt was indeed not in The Godfather.
No. I don't think we're actually I don't think we're actually ethically and morally allowed to talk about Godfather in a bad way. So
we could do part 3, maybe.
Yeah, maybe part 3, but
yeah, we'll assume that's what Sam meant.
If we ever do like an opposite day episode where we actually talk about good movies and praise them.
So we did talk about doing that for like a special holiday edition.
Yeah, where we pick a movie that is actually good and that we like.
Yeah,
and do a breakdown of it.
Like I think it's what my favorite podcast there, Behind the Bastards, they do. It's all about bad people, but then for the holiday episode every year, they do about a hero that you might not have heard about.
All right. Well, wait till the next,
holiday. 9/11 coming up.
Oh boy, Jesus Christ. Okay. Anything else, or are we just gonna do this trailer?
No, I think we should we should probably start doing this instead.
All right. So the trailer, it kicks right off with just we just get a Hillary Duff and Heather Locklear just walking into a giant town hall meeting, right?
Yep. Welcome to Parent Night at Brooklyn High.
Crushing it. And I guess it's whatever, some principal, some guy, right? And of course, it's moving pretty quick, and we get immediately Heather Locklear's got a question. So if it's not clear, Hillary Duff's in this. Heather Locklear's in it. She plays mom.
Which, brief interruption.
Go for it.
I don't think I've seen Heather Locklear in a bit. You know, she's in a lot of stuff, right?
Yeah.
Wayne's
World
always
2.
looks familiar to me. Sure. Wayne's World 2, yep. Famously, her best known role.
Yeah. Heather be thy name. Yeah.
Yep. Thais and I watched this morning. And right as soon as we started watching the trailer, I was like, wait a second, we just saw this woman, because we were watching an episode of Scrubs from season 2.
Oh, wow.
Where she plays a pharmaceutical salesperson.
Wow.
She's like an extra in Scrubs in the second season, and we just watched that episode this morning.
That's quite the coincidence.
Yeah, meant to be.
Meant to be like this rom-com.
Mm-hmm.
So she's got a question, and pretty much the question tells us everything we need to know about her, right? She's just like, the question is like, hey, can you have you ever considered doing like a monthly mixer for single parents? And
yeah, so frustrating.
Yeah.
And how, single parents have different priorities, and that all she needs is to meet a good man, which, come on. Have a little self-respect.
Yeah. Ugh. Just announce. And of course, Hillary Duff is just absolutely mortified that, mom's bringing this up here. Right. Yeah. And we do get a quick glance shot from a boy, right, who looks not like Hillary Duff's age, but assuming he's a love interest for her.
Right.
Did you notice do you know what he's from?
No.
Okay. He's the lawyer from Silicon Valley, if you've ever watched that show.
Wait, really?
Yep.
Huh.
He's the Pied Piper lawyer.
Oh, weird.
And he doesn't look like he's aged at all.
No, I guess not. Yeah. Huh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't care for it.
It's like you had to process that one for a little bit.
Yeah, no, the more I think about it, the more I don't like it.
Yeah, so she's kind of doing this rambling on about the priorities, as Jared mentioned, and it gets kind of really sad real quick. And I think she's on the verge of like crying when she says she needs to meet a good man, and then pretty much everyone just laughs. Everyone just laughs at her.
See, I didn't take it that. I took it that she was like kind of trying to intentionally be a little cheeky.
Oh, okay. I took it as not that.
I took it as like she's turning this, parent teacher night into her very own personal stand-up.
Got it. Okay.
Testing out some new material. It's landing. Everyone's loving it.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's laughing. So except for H stuff. So yeah. And then we get the Universal logo,
Which means it's legit, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's legit, but doesn't mean it's good, but it's legit.
And like, I don't know, I guess I hadn't really thought about it too much, because we watch a lot more recent movies than we watch older movies. Where I'm calling this an older movie because it's 16 years ago, but
it's a long time.
Yeah, long enough. About Hillary Duff's age in this movie, right? So we like the narrator voice on the trailer. Like, I'd like to think in the last few years we come a bit away from like the super stereotypical narrator voice, and it's like something that usually fits a little bit more.
I would almost say I would say if you watch any newer trailers today, like I feel like we've almost completely nixed the movie voice guy.
Yeah.
Like unless it's like in something comical, like it's supposed to be like funny. Like I think the only trailer I can think of recently that I just watched was the sequel to the Hitman's Bodyguard, whatever. Hitman's Bodyguard's wife, whatever, and they did it jokingly, but it was just like
And that
But you
makes
don't.
sense.
But it's not like I don't think there's any trailers that do it anymore.
No, and this really took me back because they don't just do the narrator voice. They like really lean into the narrator voice.
Oh yeah, big time.
Yeah, it's the best.
Yeah, so we get the Universal logo, and then like all at the same time. So you get the logo, and then like Jared was saying, we get like the classic rom-com movie guy voiceover, and then we get like the fun rom-com generic music all at the same time.
Following yet another doomed romance. It's like, who's this Matthew McConaughey knockoff guy?
And then the voiceover kicks in, just being like, yeah, for Holly and her mom, it's another fresh start in another new city. And then they get shots in New York City. And then we get Hilary Duff like walking with what's going to potentially, I assume, be her BFF there.
Sure.
I don't know. Yeah.
Giffles for life. Yeah.
And then we get the classic line from the friend of like, "Oh, you're new here, huh?" And the accent, the way she said it was like, it was very brief, but I was like, "Oh man, this sounds like it's gonna be a really annoying New York accent," and it's just so heavy, just to let you know that we're in New York and that she's, I
didn't quite catch it here. I think
it's short, but it's like I think in the end of it, it's just like really kind of it's gonna
good.
Be,
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's gonna be rough, I think. And Hilary Duff is like, "Yeah, how'd you know?"
Yep.
Because I've never seen you before. That's how. And then the voiceover kicks in again. Following it, another doomed romance, which brutal. Mm-hmm. And then it cuts into just showing mom's a cake maker. She's a baker.
Yep. Which this is when we get the McConaughey knockoff guy that's like hitting on her, and she throws cake at him in the parking lot. It's the whole thing.
I thought when you said the terrible McConaughey knockoff guy, I thought you were talking about the voiceover guy, and I was like,
"Oh no, I don't hear it."
I was like, I don't hear that, but
no, some of the guy was like, "Oh, like the good thing about cakes, like they stay the same age." Yes, they do. I was like, "That's not how cakes work, you idiot."
All right.
Yep.
Yeah, you can probably tell how enthusiastic we are right now because this trailer is so fucking terrible.
Yep. And then this is Hilary Duff's doing a little voiceover now too, and she's talking about how her mama was just trying to be helpful. She's talking to her friend, whoever that other girl is, talking about how her mom always tries to be helpful, but always ends up with a doofus. And then it's like introducing Mike O'Malley, which poor
Mike O'Malley. Come on, man.
I love Mike O'Malley. New Hampshire's favorite son.
Is he from New Hampshire?
You know it. Just like Adam Sandler.
Right. You guys got all the hits up there, huh?
Yep. Pamela Smart. Gigi Allen.
I think I need to interrupt here. Move on.
Ronnie James Dio.
By the way, I know that one because you always bring that up. Also, the cake she's like dressing and putting together.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty.
It's got a fish head on it.
Wait, what?
Did you not notice? Yeah.
No, I didn't know.
Sorry, this is the cake that she throws at the guy when he comes into the shop.
Oh, I didn't realize.
Break up. Yeah, it was just it's a fish head on it, and I was like, who's ordering this cake and who's it going to? Like, that's what I'm interested.
A fish head made of frosting, or like an actual head of a fish?
No. Well, no, because that's gross and it doesn't make any sense. But like,
what
I don't know, man. Have you ever
That's
never watched the fucking Bake Off Cake Off thing on whatever channel that people watch?
Yeah, I watch a lot of Bake Off Cake Offs.
I don't know. That's what they're called, and it's just a fish head out of cake.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't notice.
It was supposed to be comedic, I think.
Oh, maybe. Little hint at our listener, our fan service over there, Godfather.
Swim with the fishes?
Sleeping with the fishes, yeah.
I think you sleep with the horses, you swim with the fishes.
Yeah.
Or you get the horse head in your bed.
You don't sleep with the horses. That's
no, but you wake up and there's a horse head in your bed, so you're technically sleeping with a horse head, right?
I guess so, but that's not an expression. Yeah.
But you're sleeping with the fishes.
Sam.
Yeah. Well-timed email. Okay, so we're past the breakup thing and the cake tossing, right?
So actually, I have a little bit more to talk about here.
Let's do it.
I guess it's the same thing that you're about to talk about too.
Maybe.
When we're talking about Mike O'Malley now, right?
Yeah, I think so.
One thing Thais wanted to note here, which I did not notice, but after she pointed it out, I did.
Mm-hmm.
The girls, like Hilary Duff and her friend there, are wearing jeans under their dresses.
Yeah, wasn't that was a stylist. That wasn't a thing.
I guess that was the thing in 2005. I had
That's a Hillary Duff thing, I thought.
It's a Hilary Duff thing specifically, you said?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I mean, I'm not some Hillary Duff, like,
No, you sound like a Hilary Duff expert to me. I trust your word.
Okay, done.
Yeah. Dear listener, please let us know. Actually, no, don't let us know, because we are telling you Hilary Duff started that trend with this movie.
Yep.
After Liz McGuire.
Print it.
Yep, she did this. Print it.
She wore jeans underneath dresses.
Yep. So anyway, important call out. And then we get some more compliments on what's her face.
What's her face? Are you serious?
Yeah.
What's her face?
I know. I was just watching her in Scrubs.
Yeah, you've seen her twice today for at least 2 hours. So
yeah, the face blindness is kicking in again. We're talking about Hilary Duff, right?
No.
Oh.
So
Mike O'Malley.
So
hitting on 16-year-old Hilary Duff.
So we get there's a couple of quick shots of like the mom hanging out, Hillary, Jesus Christ, now you got me saying it. Heather Locklear meeting a bunch of dudes who are a bunch of duds, right? And Hilary Duff with a voiceover about how she's hopeful, and then she gets desperate, and she hooks up with some loser, and then we got Mike O'Malley who drops, he's one of those losers, and he drops a classic line, about her dress that she's wearing. So they go on a date at some point, but he's basically like, "Hey, where'd you get that dress? Was it just hottie.com or
no, it was majorhottie.com.
Did you go to majorhottie.com?
We did. You can buy it. Well, it's probably very expensive. It says like private negotiation for who knows what, but it is not a current active website.
Can't imagine nowadays majorhottie.com being a valid website.
Well,
I mean,
no. Nostalgia's big now, Russ.
It sounds like something Mark Zuckerberg would have come up in his fucking dorm room.
Does sound like something one of history's greatest monsters, Mark Zuckerberg, would have come up with. Yes, I agree with you.
You should get a website called majorhottie.com, and we're just gonna rate people's faces.
Yeah. Oh wait, let's call it the majorhottie.com.
Okay, so
and
that
then
happens.
The Winklevoss boys buy it. That's the whole thing. With Bitcoin.
With Bitcoin. The world's so stupid. All right. So then we get
wait, so when sorry, can we just say for a second, when the Major Hottie line is delivered, the look on Hilary Duff's face is a whole mood. Like it's like, listener, go, if you're not driving, if you are driving, pull over, stop right now. Stop. Yeah. In the street if you have to. Go on your phone. I don't care where you are. Use your data. Stream the trailer. Skip ahead to like, I don't know, maybe 20 seconds in.
Ish. Yeah. Don't watch the entire thing.
No, don't watch. For the love of God, don't watch the whole thing. Skip right to the Major Hottie line and then just look at Hilary Duff's face, because
are we
make faces like that.
Are we smart enough to make GIFs? Maybe we could put it up on our social media for people just to go check out.
Am I smarter than a fifth grader? Yes, Russ.
I'm not. So there we go. Boom.
They teach you how to make GIFs in fifth grade now.
Just what? No, stop it.
Probably. I don't know. Memes. The kids go to meme school, right?
If you're in fifth grade, let us know what you're learning. No, actually, don't do that.
Yeah, dear fifth grade listeners that we have out there. Yeah, tell us what your curriculum's like.
You shouldn't be listening to this. We're your parents. Go back to school.
If you're in Georgia, do you learn about the War of Northern Aggression? Let us know.
All right. So where the hell are we now?
We just finished with majorhottie.com.
Jesus.
So she's on a giant phone now.
I'm getting a sense that how long it's taking us to just get through this trailer is going to be how long it's going to take to get through the movie itself.
It's not going to be good. Yeah.
No.
No, I got a bad feeling about this.
One of us is going to lose their arm.
Undoubtedly.
Okay, come on, serious, man. Come on, serious face. We gotta get through this. So then we get voiceover again, I think, right? We didn't go past this yet, but we get another voiceover. This time, Holly's determined to convince her mom the perfect man is out there, even if she has to invent him herself.
Which, like, the narrator's explaining how Hilary Duff is about to be presumably catfishing her mom
Yes.
and like ruining her life.
Yes.
And the narrator is so cavalier. Like,
Yeah, it's like just whatever.
I think we skipped over the part where Hillary Duff's like, "Why are you so desperate, Mom? Like, why do you need a man?" And she's like, "I'm in a race against time." So dramatically.
Yeah.
Like the narrator's like, "Yeah, will she or won't she end up being alone forever?"
Oh, 2005.
Yeah, the perfect man does exist, but he could be anywhere.
Oh my god! And then we get cuts of. I don't know if there's anything important here. It really isn't, but it's just shots of Hillary Duff, mom, and then Hillary Duff's friend's uncle, Chris Noth. Noth.
I think it's Noth.
Noth. Yeah. Okay. Chris Noth. And who quote unquote knows about women.
Which I didn't recognize this guy until you said it's Mr. Big from Sex and the City.
Yeah, I definitely recognize him. He's just been that's his big thing, I guess. Just the guy from.
He's real creepy in this, in the trailer.
He's a real.
Like, he's the one who's like, "Ooh, the perfect man can be anywhere in the world. You just have to, I don't know, do whatever." Like, it's weird. It's weird.
Yeah. And then they cut to they're inside of a restaurant at like a dinner table with the uncle, and he seems really nervous. And then they're interviewing him, Hillary Duff and her friend, right? They're interviewing him about like with hard hitting questions about what makes today's perfect man perfect.
Oh yeah,
right.
Well, I think that was a little bit before this even, because this is after they start doing the letters. Is the point that I'm at.
Oh, okay. So you skipped over that and you're right to the letters.
I just skipped over it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's fair. That's fine. We can go there. I am completely fine with that.
Yeah. This trailer is long enough. I saw you took a lot of notes and I was like, what are you doing, dude?
I know. I took so many notes. It took me, I don't know, it's a 2.5 minute long trailer. And I think I watched it for like 15 minutes.
I guess Sam, yeah. I did a good job this time of not rewatching it. I actually paused it appropriately, took good notes.
Yeah, that's what I do. Usually I watch it once all the way through, get a certain feel for it, right? And then I'll watch it through again and I try to pause but sometimes in these trailers, like they're just cut, like someone just went in with something that's sharp that cuts stuff awkwardly, but I can't name right now, but you know what I mean?
A knife.
A dull one. I don't know.
A pizza cutter.
A pizza cutter.
Listeners, let us know, what's your favorite cutting implement?
A weed whacker. Felt like a weed whacker with dull, chewed up plastic line,
Sure. Box cutters.
Box cutters that are dull. Anything that's sharp but that should be sharp but is dull. Mm-hmm. That's how this trailer felt like it was cut together.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Salad fingers.
Spork, which there is no cutting portion of it, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, you could do a drag and pull, like a pulled pork. You know what I mean? Okay. Anyway, so, where are we?
So I was at the letters where the mom starts getting him. Heather Locklear is like, "It's like he knows me more than I know myself." And Hillary Duff is like, because she's reading the ones that Hillary Duff wrote for her, and Hillary Duff is like, "Yes," like she's doing like her best.
Yeah,
Emperor Palpatine, like I'm pulling the strings.
Yes,
that limited power.
Yes.
Yeah, I can already tell like none of the scenes in this movie are going to matter because it's like it seems like it's just jumping around a lot.
Yeah,
like just to get a line of dialogue off.
And then what happens? I don't even know. Where are we?
This is when we get our hero, Noth. What's his name? Tim Noth. Chris Noth.
Chris Noth. Yeah.
He's giving Hillary Duff advice again and telling her that when a woman gets an orchid, she feels like she's floating on a cloud of infinite possibilities. Which, like, what does that sentence mean?
I don't know, but hey, any of our female listeners out there, let us know, if you got an orchid, do you feel like you're floating on a cloud of infinite possibility?
Yeah. Tell us. I know we've got at least a couple of orchid fans out there in ITMT land. And this is when, the mom is starting to suspect something of like, oh, he seems perfect. There must be something wrong with him. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Most likely.
I guess it's 2005 and internet dating isn't really taking off yet. So it's like, oh no, it's a trap. It's all a trap.
Yep. And then Is this when we're just like jumping from like a bunch of cuts of like Hilary Duff trying to pull off schemes, like she's jumping through windows and shit like that, or is that?
No, I guess we're just about there.
Right? I don't know, man.
This is when like the youngest daughter's like, still talking about how she needs to give him a chance because she gets a present in the mail or something with one of the letters, and how she wishes he would show his face, and talking about how you can't grow old with a beautiful idea, Russ. Ruthless all around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he gets starts pulling out some strings. I wouldn't say heartstrings, but something.
Yeah, this is when we reintroduce Universal Pictures.
Yep, and then this is when you get the new Universal Pictures thing. You get you cue some new super sappy acoustic rom-com music, right? Which is
it sounds
pretty
like
much par for the course. It's like a paint by numbers rom-com trailer right now.
Yeah, like the Third Eye Blind song, Jumper. Yeah, it sounds like if Oasis was playing that song. Right, and like there's about to be a montage. You can tell there's a sad woman and a child on a porch in the dark.
That's pretty good. And then it kicks in with the voiceover again, which goes between mothers and daughters.
Which
what?
So we're gonna. I'm assuming we're gonna say all of it, but none of the phrasing here makes any sense at all. It's not in any order.
Yeah. I was like, oh, maybe this will just. All he was doing was just saying key words that.
Right.
A particular like a target audience, maybe they're like, oh, mothers, daughters, I hear just those words, but there's nothing in between
mothers and daughters.
And then like cuts of like Hilary Duff asking why her mom's so desperate, and then mom doesn't want to live alone, and then
between leaving and staying,
and then shots of them packing and driving, I assume, to New York City, and then mom drops some like fortune cookie wisdom about like avoiding things, but probably avoiding yourself.
Between falling in love and falling apart.
And you get a shot of the Silicon Valley lawyer kissing Hilary Duff, which we'll talk about because that seems a little weird. Did you also catch that they were making out right in front of a fallout shelter sign?
No, I didn't catch that.
In the background. It was like, it was when I paused. It was like they're making out and there's like a giant fallout shelter sign on the back. Anyways.
Oh boy.
Yeah. And then Hilary Duff complained about how mom needs to see herself and not need a man to see those things,
Which the whole premise of this movie so far is about finding the perfect man. So then for Hilary Duff to be like,
it's not about
you don't need no man. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
You just spent the last 2 minutes telling me you did.
Yeah. And then it's like quick cuts of like the loser guy from the beginning of the trailer, more shots of mom, kids.
Don't talk about Mike O'Malley that way.
Well, that they said it, not me. And then the end of the voiceover there is, I think, are the people that hold us together. So the whole thing from the voiceover is between mothers and daughters, between leaving and staying, between falling in love and falling apart, are the people that hold us together.
Mm-hmm. So they're saying those people are between all of those things, but
yeah, and they hold us together.
Don't care for it.
Yeah, I don't either. And we get shot of mom and kids having fun. You girls are the best thing that ever happened to me.
I hate that part.
Yeah.
And then there's like a montage of laughing and crying and opening mail, like normal montage stuff.
Yeah, normal like end of trailer kind of like, hey, here's a bunch of scenes from the movie of emotion going on. Silicon Valley lawyer guy getting close on Hilary Duff. Uncle reading a letter and chuckling. Duff by the lonesome window, and then we get the final voiceover, well, second to last voiceover. Hilary Duff, Heather Locklear, Chris Noth,
whoever that is,
and then Heather Locklear looking longingly with a Hallmark Channel kind of like soft lighting on her, and like completely different from the rest of the trailer. It was like all of a sudden she's just like this weird soft lighting thing, and then the final voiceover of the perfect man.
Well, no, in between they do a weird gay joke, which I hope is not going to be a big thing in the movie.
They definitely do. So the voiceover says the perfect man, and then a guy behind a bartender, because that's usually the guy behind the bar, a bartender just says, I've been hunting one for years. And then everyone's laughing.
I hate 2005.
Fuck you, 2005.
I really do. Also, calling it right now. I know we're not quite at predictions yet, but let's get into predictions. Mike O'Malley is the perfect man, I think.
I'd like to think so, because he's so imperfect that he's perfect, right?
Wait, what?
I'm just saying, according to 2005 standards.
Yeah, no, I'd say he's the perfect man, but
so That's the trailer.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Not great.
not great, Al. Not so
Not
good.
looking
Al.
forward to this. Yeah.
Not so good, Al.
What did this one get on Rotten Tomatoes? Like 6%?
This is currently sitting at, which I don't think it'll change. It's sitting
No, it came out 16 years ago.
6% on the old tomato meter, and then it's 58% audience score, which
That's pretty good for audience, I guess.
at 250,000. I mean, that seems like a bot came through and just,
Oh, you think so?
yeah, bots
was
run the
like-
world, man. Come on, man. You know this.
Ask me about Rampart.
Rampart?
Rampart.
What about Rampart?
I don't know. I thought we were doing an episode about Rampart. Go watch Rampart.
Was that what you just see? What? I don't know what's happening right now.
Doing a Rampart bit.
Okay, holy shit, I gotta cut out.
Some of our audience will get that. That's for the listeners.
Oh my god! All right, so expectations, predictions from the trailer.
Yeah. Besides Mike O'Malley being the hero, I don't know. I'm expecting to not like it. I like some of the rom-coms we do. Like Little Italy was a joy to watch.
A hoot.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
This doesn't seem like it's going to be as fun.
No.
I haven't seen a Hillary Duff joint in a long time.
Yeah.
She just had her third kid in March. So
What? Jeez.
I know.
Good for her.
She's a year older than me. Yeah.
Congratulations there, H Stuff. I guess.
Yeah. Fuck you if you want to be on the podcast.
come on, and talk about I don't know whatever you want.
Yeah, what do you think's gonna happen?
I think pretty much everything in the trailer is gonna happen.
You
I don't know.
think
I
everything
think-
in the trailer is going to happen. Astute observation, Russ. Yeah, I too believe that most of the things they do in the trailer will be in the movie.
I mean, there's going to be no surprises. There's going to be, we know who the perfect man is. That's going to work out. Like, it's going to be predictable. The whole thing is just going to be, you can see how it all plays out.
Yes, I agree.
And I also think that it's going to be just as painful. It's going to be was this movie an hour and 40 minutes, hour and 30 minutes, I think?
Something like that, yeah.
It's going to be just as painful to watch the movie as it was to watch the trailer.
I could see that. It felt like a long trailer.
It felt like a real, it weighed on me, weighed on my soul a little bit when I got to the end of it. And just thinking amount of minutes seconds, moments between the seconds that I've wasted watching this trailer,
Yep, read
But
between the
it's-
seconds.
But we do this, it's for the greater good. So, this is what we do.
Yeah, you're right. You're welcome, dear listener.
You're welcome. Yes.
for this service.
We've spent a half hour talking about a 2.5 minute long trailer.
Yeah, go watch the trailer at least for the Hillary Duff face.
Yeah.
part.
Yeah. Which we'll gif up.
Yes, which will also. So yeah, don't watch the trailer then. Just go
No.
check out our social media
Right,
from
go-
like a month ago.
Yeah. Go listen to another episode.
Yeah, go back and listen to I don't know, whatever just came out. The crossover episode. Go back and listen to the crossover episode with
Yeah.
Worth Watching Once. Shout out to those guys over there, Thais and Brady.
Dub1 Pod. Check it out. So I don't know.
Lord's work.
I think this trailer's been trashed, right?
I think so.
We can move on with our lives.
I don't know if I don't know if I'll ever recover from this financially.
Like, I want my money back from someone.
Yes. Yeah. Someone should have paid me for this. Listeners,
Yeah.
if you're interested, send us a Venmo.
Okay. I don't know. Well, thanks for listening, I guess. And we'll be back next week with the full
Yep.
sigh-ridden teardown of The Perfect Man. In the meantime, though, you can follow us on Instagram.
Where we'll be also tearing down the perfect man.
The Perfect
Michael
Man.
O'Malley.
But in the meantime, you should subscribe to us on wherever you listen to us, right? And you can follow us on Instagram at It's This Meets That, and then we're ITMT Pod on Twitter, which is our Twitter's. I mean, we're blowing up right now, so you better get on it now, right?
Mm-hmm.
If
Yeah,
that's a
great
thing.
point.
Is that a thing?
Yep.
That's not a thing. Whatever.
Before we start turning tweets into NFTs or something,
That's right. We start
we won't
selling
be able
them.
to afford our tweets soon. That's what we're saying.
Get
Create
into
scarcity. Create scarcity, right?
it. Supply and demand. Come on.
Yeah.
I was waiting for that class.
If you're feeling particularly old fashioned, you can send us an email. It's
Like Sam.
thismeansthat@gmail.com. Yeah, like Sam did.
Yeah.
We will probably listen. We'll definitely listen to your words. I use a screen reader just the first time I get the emails, always, because I want to imagine it in our robot voice.
I think what my friend's trying to say is that one of us will be listening to the words that are written to us. If you send us an email, that one of us will read to the other person.
Well, yes, that too. I say lots of things. You know what the other old-fashioned thing you could do is, remember people used to write reviews on stuff? If you listen to us on an Apple podcast in particular, and I know how many of you there are.
Oh, we know. And we know where you are. We know a region of the state that you are in.
Mm-hmm. So if you listen to us on Apple Podcasts, if you leave us 5 stars, if you could, if you like us enough.
Write something nice.
Well, say something mean if you want, but leave the 5 stars. As long as the 5 stars are there, it doesn't matter. You can say whatever you want.
Yeah, let's we got to game the system here, so do it.
Right.
Everyone else does it.
Yeah. If you leave us a funny one, we'll read it on the podcast too.
We'll read whatever. Just do it.
Yeah. We'll read literally anything for money. So shout out to our future sponsors. Edit some company names in there, Russ.
Yeah, I'll drop a whole bunch in.
And you can also find all of our episodes at itsthismeetsthat.com. So if you're just getting into the It's This Meets That catalog, first of all, welcome to the family.
Get on it.
Yeah, and second of all, go back and listen to everything after episode like 6.
Yeah.
Give yourself a little buffer.
Yeah, everyone starts somewhere. You iron out the kinks a bit. Yeah, listen to the ones where we start getting really long.
Yeah, we started using microphones around episode 7. So
yeah, and then deciding to talk, double the length of the films that we watch. So yeah,
that's when it gets good.
That's when it gets real good. So, all right. Well, thanks for listening. And you'll hear from us next week.